And then my wife was like, let me pray for you. Bro, I feel so good.
Hey, you made it in life. You made it in life, bro.
Morty.
Alright, limits don't exist till we put them down.
Today is a conversations where you have with one of your close friend and understanding the intricacy of how relationship works, and not only that, belief systems and interactions and catching up basically. So the last episode that the co-host was here, it had a lot of attraction in terms of like how many people watch it for a long period of time. And that was due to the information that this person provided, and not only that, the storyline. So the storyline was really fantastic in terms of relationship and how gave up on the possibility of finding any love, and out of nowhere, because he sent one text, that whole possibility changed. So Ta, how you doing, my friend?
Good, my friend. It's awesome.
Good.
And I'm glad I can make time. We finally make time for this, another episode.
You're a busy man.
Bro, tell me about it. Life is busy. When you make it busy, I can tell you that.
Yeah. So right now, would you say you're having time for yourself as well as having time for everybody else?
I'm trying to manage it.
Trying to manage.
Trying to manage it because it's tough. Work, family. I don't really have time for myself, but I'm trying to manage it.
Okay. Is that a good thing? I want to add, no, not off the record, but like for my sake, before I get into this, I need to know.
I think from a perspective that if you have less time from yourself, you learn how to obligate, but at the same time, it's bad for you because you do need time for yourself. There is a video that I scrolled through, and then it was like, when a man come home, sit quietly, they are having a process thought. Because at a job or any place, they have to make a lot of decisions, right? And then when they come home, they just want to sit and relax. So yeah, those kind of moments does really help, man.
Yes, yeah.
By the time I come back home, sit a little bit, and then by the time I go inside the house and see my kid,
Target.
everything just disappear.
Wow. Amazing.
It's just when I see my kid, man, it feel different. It just don't feel like everything that's on my shoulder is start to lifting. I don't feel anything. Just feel like I'm home, see my kid, seeing my family, seeing my wife. That's the best feeling.
You're living a dream.
Ain't a dream that I want to live in. No, you want to live it. I don't know about you, man.
But I say you are living a dream.
Yep.
But I did watch a video similar to that, and he was talking about relationship when it comes to
Yeah.
how when a man go out to work, they're working. When they come back home, the last thing they want is their family being a problem that they need to solve.
Oh yeah.
Then they don't turn off. They don't have that moment where they can shut off, because when you're at work, you're solving problems. Like, you leading, you are a leader at work. So that has some level of like problem solving,
Yeah.
right? That you need to do. When you come back home, the last thing you want is, would you say that's how it is right now, or you are good? You are living a perfect.
I would just say that's how it is, because just like how I say, right? I would, let's say, like, I could see it that way, right? Working for long periods of time, make a lot of decisions, solving, right? But then by the time I come home, I feel like it's peace. Even though I see my kid running up and down, up and down, up and down loud, or keep calling daddy, 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 it doesn't feel the same when you're at work. Because I know that my family's out there. They're still here, and God is still providing,
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the warmness that I'm having right now. Cause going home, gonna see my kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Nice. That's amazing. So I want to delve into this idea of the Christ, I would say, in terms of like your belief system. So you are a believer, you believe in God.
yes, sir.
And the desire of believing God, how did that come about for you?
I grew up as a Christian family,
Okay.
but as a kid, you know how your parents told you to go to church, and if you don't go, you get spanked or whatever. It was fun. I kid you not.
We all had
It was good. It was a good pushing button. Without that, I wouldn't be here. One thing that I realized is that nowadays there's no spankiness. You know, it's just, oh, you do whatever you want to do. That's how I see it, especially with my little brother, right? They don't react the way how we react when we were a kid. Their mindset is, I don't know, I don't really understand about it, but their mindset is just not the same way how we think as a kid. But when I was a kid, the way how I become a believer is get to know a lot of pastor, get to know older folks that like my older brother, sister that I grew up with or go to church with, and then get to do all the activity that they did. And then that's when I finally understand that. So the God that is here, that is living, breathing, that is here with me all along. That's how I came to understanding that I'm a believer. And 2016, I get baptized. So yeah.
Was that a gradual thing that happened to you, like gradual, slowly,
Yeah.
or was it something that just happened like boom?
No, it doesn't happen. Boom. It's been there for
a
long,
while. Okay.
yeah, a while, and it just step by step. Basically.
2016, that's when you got baptized.
Huh?
2016 is when you got baptized.
Yeah.
Bro, that's the same.
When did you get baptized?
2016. I think 2017.
2017.
Yeah, so you're a bit older than you're a bit older than me.
But yeah, man, get baptized. I say, like, I want to ask you something too. What do you think about baptizing? Like, what's the captivity behind that?
So, Jesus Christ was born from a virgin birth, and then he lived for 30 years. No, I'm just kidding. Before he started his ministry, 30 years, right?
Yeah.
This is something fascinating that I always come to when it comes to baptism. And he went to his cousin,
Right.
who was called the John the Baptist, right?
Right.
And John the Baptist was like, I'm not even worthy to tie the sandals of your shoes. How can I baptize you? Like, why would I baptize you? And Jesus said something about it is to fulfill I think it said something about to fulfill the law, to fulfill the righteousness.
Yeah.
And
prophecy.
yeah. And I think as that carry on, the foundation of what baptism is, like to fulfill the righteousness. Baptism, by its context, what I believe is that the true baptism is the one that happens in the spirit, where your spirit is renewed and all that
Yeah.
stuff. But you have to showcase to the world, or showcase your faith to God by demonstrating that, by going through the baptism as symbolic to, even when the centurion wanted to study about the Bible, right? In the New Testament. And I think, was it Philip, the guy who teleported? I don't know who he was, but he taught him about I think it was Philip.
Philip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah.
Yeah, it
I
could
don't
be.
remember either.
Yeah, but anyway, he was teaching him about the Bible. And he said, well, why can't I be baptized right now? And the guy was like, well, we can do it right now. They went to the stream and baptized him. And every time anything happened, when it comes like a newborn, there was always a baptism. So I think that's what I think when it comes to baptism. What's your thoughts on it?
My thoughts on it is pretty similar, but the way I grew up is we grew up in a baptism, church system,
Yeah.
and where everything is divided into certain who can baptize. You know, in our baptism, not people. Well, let's say like you and me.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I know God, I cannot baptize you. You know what I mean? Only the reverend,
Mm-hmm.
and then the reverend, and then people who are higher than, I guess, they can baptize you.
Okay.
What's your thought on that?
Bro,
I know I'm asking a question, but
no.
it's kind of like,
That's a good question. But okay, so I feel like the prerequisite for you baptizing someone is like you have to be of faith, right?
Uh-huh.
So if I know God and I know the intricacy that takes to actually be saved, and I know what it means to be saved, and I see that you are saved. If we're in the middle of the desert and you want to be saved, I'm gonna baptize you. Even if I'm not a pastor, like, you know, I don't think that's, but I do get that. But what do you think you're leaning towards more than most? Is it you have to be a pastor, you have to have a requirement for you to baptize someone, or you can baptize even if you don't have the requirement?
so back to when God created Adam and Eve, right?
Genesis, let's go.
Yeah, was there any baptism?
No, there wasn't.
Right? So my point is, I'm leaving to the freedom of will,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So here, from what I understand is you don't have to be anything. Just like you said, if you're in the middle of the desert,
Yeah.
and then I believe in God, you believe in God, and then you want to be baptized, yeah, of course I'm going to baptize you, right? Because I know for fact is, as long as you say you accepted Christ fully, and then I save a person through Jesus Christ, then I save a soul.
Yeah.
Right? Because God told us to go out in the world, in the wilderness, and baptize in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think the only reason, from our point of perspective, is the only reason why we have certain people who can baptize is because people are stupid, right?
Okay, so
people are stupid.
Education.
Yeah,
basically.
So basically, education and knowledgeable about, because when you do this kind of thing, you do have a responsibility, correct?
Yes.
The responsibility follow. In my culture, baptism, before you are baptized, you have to go through a study. You have to go through a guiding. Make sure you understand fully and understand it fully. That way, now when that day comes, you baptize, they ask you, do you believe in Jesus Christ? Then they baptize you in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Okay. So, is baptism a requirement to enter heaven?
That's in my head. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think not. The reason why I say that is you can die any moment. You can die any moment, but are you prepared? Are you ready? So let's say, let's say a baby that was, passed away. And then are they able to go up to heaven? Not so sure. One thing that I understand, what I learned about is when Jesus Christ died on the cross. Wash away our sin, right? Everything is washed, everything is clean, save us. And then what did he say? John 3:16. Who believed in him, right? Shall live.
Perish. Have eternal life.
Right? So I think baptism is, just like you said, represent the meaning of being Christian, right? The meaning of being Christian, the meaning of you are involved in churches, you're part of it. So yeah, I think what's your thought on that? Does it require?
Definitely symbolic, I would say. Baptism, I think it's symbolic, but it's a meaningful symbolic. Like you need to be baptized. If you can be baptized, you need to be baptized.
I say if you can,
yeah. Because some people will create their own doctrine and be like, well, I got saved, I believe in Jesus, and I believe I have the Holy Spirit, and yeah, but I'm not gonna be baptized. And I'm like, what do you mean you're not gonna be baptized? The Bible says, if you love me, you obey my commandment.
Yeah.
Jesus had to be baptized. Why can't you be baptized? So I think it's just one of those things where you have to read carefully and understand what you are getting yourself into before you do it. And also, Jesus hung on a cross. There was two thieves standing beside
Exactly.
him. One of them say, you know, you are not Messiah. If you are Messiah, come, you know,
Get down.
get down and save both of us.
Right.
And the other one said, well, he is innocent. He's not deserving of this. He is the Son of God. He confessed, saying that this is the Son of God. And Jesus said, you will be with me in paradise. This guy sinned all his life, didn't get baptized, right? He didn't live righteous like you.
Exactly.
He didn't try to fight sin like how many Christians fight sin every day.
Yeah.
But he's in paradise. He's in heaven. He got one ticket away to heaven. He didn't even have to worry about it. Dude lived in sin all his life, and all he did was just acknowledge and believe in Jesus.
Yeah.
Boom.
We have this joke. I don't know if you ever joke about it. You know, we are by citizen of heaven. We have citizenship from heaven already.
We are not Americans.
I think, yeah, it's just a symbolic, like the symbol that, because, like you said, the Bible teaches, if you love me, obey my command. So what Jesus did, we gotta try to do it, you know, instead of not doing it, you know. And just like how we fasted, he fasted for 40 days. But how long can we fast? An hour?
Have you done a 40-day fast?
No. The longest I ever did was a day.
A day?
I think a day or 12 hours, yeah.
12-hour fast.
Yeah. So that
You are a busy man.
first time I ever fast. So stupid, man. Me, my friend, two of us. Oh, bro, let's fast. But we don't really know what is fasting mean. So while we're fasting, we go to gym. Hit the gym.
Worst decision.
Worst decision ever, man. Oh man.
I do some, okay, but the more you do it, like the more you fast, if you consistently fast,
Yeah.
you will start hitting the gym. Like you hit the gym here and there, and it won't be, you know, like, you know, don't go too heavy.
Yeah.
But so you
It's
guys
not
hit
like
the gym.
that, man. We at the gym, we go all out.
Nah, bro, you can't. You're gonna pass out, bro. You know when you walk on legs workouts and
Yeah.
after you're done with the workout, your brain is spinning.
Oh,
Bro,
yeah.
even the smallest workouts, because you are hungry, your brain is gonna be like, because your body's like, I need food. It's craving for food. Yeah, nah, you gotta be careful with that.
I mean, that was back then. Now it's crystal clear, man. Whenever I fast, I think whenever I'm fasting or do anything, just focus on myself. I don't intentionally worry about myself. I'm worried about look straight to, you know, the cross of God, and then tell him about every little thing. Yeah. And then after that, man, I feel better.
Okay.
I feel better than ever.
What are the benefits of fasting?
The benefit of fasting is, at first I didn't understand it, but there's a teacher of mine. He was explaining to me a cup, right? A dirty cup. Would you drink the water out of it?
Heck no.
If it's dirty, right? So you have to wash it. You have to clean it, right? So for you to clean it, you cannot put water in it at the same time, but you gotta clean it first and then put water in there, right? Exactly like that. Does that make sense?
No, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
You have to detox yourself
Exactly.
before you can put. That's a good analogy.
Yeah, I was like, wow, yeah, it is true. I was amazed, man, when he told me about it. It was amazing. See, like, just like this table, if you don't clean it or anything like that, but it won't look good on camera,
No, it won't.
right?
Yeah, fact. I hope it's clean.
It's clean, pretty clean.
Yeah, so that's interesting because even your body need that. I was talking to a friend and he said, and he's not a believer. He doesn't believe in God or anything like that. I think he's more of an atheist. And he was telling me about fasting at least once a week or fasting once a month or so. But he does a 24-hour fasting. And that's normally, 24-hour fasting once a day, once a week or something like that. And that normally is the recycling for his body, because his body, he wants everything that is in his body to just leave, detox, and put new stuff into it. So doing that like at least once a month is really good for your body. Like do at least 24 hours.
Like recycling.
Like, you basically are recycling. And
he's still not believing.
He's not a believer, but it's a psychological, it has a psychological implication to it, and it has a body benefits to it.
Yeah, but it does make sense, right?
Perfect sense. There's a reason why people who fast for 3 days normally have this
live longer.
Live longer. I don't know if people who fast for 3 days live longer, but they have a clear understanding. Like even your mind is detox. You have a clear understanding of certain things, where you want to go, directions. Even when you are working, when you are on an empty stomach, you think more clear than when you are.
Oh yeah. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah. Imagine when you are full, bro. You feel sleepy.
That's why whenever I go to work, I don't eat a lot. I just eat a little.
Yeah, moderate.
Yeah. Mid, and then I can work better. But if I'm full, then you begin to feel sleepy, sloppy, laziness, and all those kind of stuff, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. When you detox your body, or the word that you use, right? You have a clear thought, a clear mindset.
Clear mindset, yeah. What do you think about carrying your cross as a Christian?
Carry my cross.
Carrying your cross.
Like, what do you mean by that?
Like, when the Bible say carry your cross, Jesus was saying, like, if you believe in me, you shall carry your cross or something like that.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Let's see. It could be a lot of different ways. Just part of your own journey, I guess. And if we look at Jeremiah, he had his own journey, which God already planned for him. And then, but from my side of it, carry across me, the way I understand it, carry across me, do whatever Jesus is teaching us while he's on earth. He was here as a human being, right? He was here as a human being, grew up as a human, as a child, teen, adult, right? He does all those things without letting letting himself down. He's showing us as a human being we can do it. So that's what I see.
He was 100% God. That's 100%, man.
Yeah, he was 100% God, 100% man, right?
I'm speaking for all the humans out there.
The thing is, if he can do it, right? Because right now we have Holy Spirit, right? He was like, after I'm leaving, there will be a Holy Spirit with you. So all along, he was a fully God, a fully human being, 100%, right? He was hungry, but he fight through it. He was tempting, but he fought through it, right? So
tempted but never tempted.
So if God is showing us the path, well, now he made it very easier, way easier than ever. All you gotta do is believe in him, and then if you believe, obey his command and follow whatever he's teaching us. So he made it way easier, simple way. Back then there was a lot of law. There was 600 something?
Way more.
Yeah.
A lot of law.
That's a lot of law.
I know the 10 Commandments and then 100 other laws.
Yeah, and then if we're looking back in the older history where the first commandment, how do you say it in English? I don't know how to say it in Korean.
Say in Korean. Say.
Say in Korean?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, say.
Pasosimo Wini.
What does that mean?
Okay. So keep the holy day, right?
Oh, keep the Sabbath holy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep the Sabbath holy day, right? And one of these person was working on a holy day, and they have to kick him out, and then committed.
Yes, I remember.
You heard that, right?
Yes. So he was on the field working,
Yeah.
and then the people found him. They went and tell Moses.
He even knew.
He didn't even know, bro. He was just like, they told him, don't work on Sunday. I mean, Sunday or Saturday, whatever, the Sabbath. People debate about Saturday or Sunday. Do you think the Sabbath is on Saturday or Sunday?
Well, they debate me. Honestly, I don't really care.
I hear it.
Honestly, like,
As long as I
but
rest.
I would say the Sabbath day is on the way how history they describe it is it was on Sunday,
Sunday,
but then Sunday they call it the first day,
the first day of the week.
the week. Yeah.
So the Sabbath
there's only
is
6 days.
Saturday.
Huh?
So the Sabbath should be Saturday because the Saturday is the seventh day, right?
Yeah. So that's what they believe, But whatever I believe is day 1, day 2. Just like how that kind of theory we don't understand. Just like how the person who created clock, how did they know? How did they know what time it is at that point?
Fair question. But I think of it like Monday 1, Tuesday 2.
Easier.
It's more easier. And then so Sunday is the chill day. But the story, the guy went out, started working on the Sunday, on the Sabbath day.
Yeah.
And the guy, people saw him, snitch on him, went to tell Moses. Moses saw this and he was like, okay, I don't know what to do, so let me go ask God. God, what should I do? And God say, I'll open up the earth and swallow him. So the earth was open and swallow him. It's crazy. The guy decided to work just an extra day.
Let me ask you this. Do you think God was mean?
Define mean.
The way how he opened the earth and then swallowed that person?
Bro, man, the Old Testament God is like, it's like watching Game of Thrones or something, man. It's crazy. I don't know. I think by conjunctions, when we try to understand God by human interpretations, it becomes hard because we cannot box God based on our understanding of morality. So it's hard to define that. Even himself as an entity, it's hard to define God. Like, who is God, right? Where did he come from? By default, that's 40 questions because human would want to know, I was created by my mother and my dad when they came together. That combination of their union created me.
Yeah. And then, but who created
Who created God? And I'm like, if you say God and ask the question who created God, then that's not God. That's something else.
Right.
Because a God is, by definition, is an uncreated being. So that's hard for us to fathom because he is infinite and we are finite.
I know.
So I wonder. That's a good question, bro.
Right?
Yeah. Do you think he was mean? The Old Testament?
I think it's fair.
He was fair.
Yeah. It's very fair because if you look at the Israel, God planned to get them out of Egypt within 40 days?
Yeah.
Right?
Your plan was 40 days,
the plan was 40 days,
right? For 40 years.
Just because of what?
Because of stupidity, I would say.
Disobedience. That's pretty much it.
That's ignorance, bro. Imagine. You have to go to the promised land.
40 days.
Yeah. Hey, you know what's crazy, bro? This is one thing my friend was telling me. You know, the promised land, it was not a promised land in terms of like there was nobody there. There were people there.
You gotta get it.
You gotta get it. You actually fight the people to get it. So it's not like this is the promised land. You're gonna stay in this wonderful, soil.
Well, I think out of
land
theory, if they made it in that promise land within 40 days, there wouldn't be anybody.
But listen, well, they would. There was
we never know.
No, listen, because like, okay, so the reason why they actually did not go was because Caleb, Joshua, and 12 and 10 other disciples went to spy in Canaanite. Because now Moses is like, okay, we are ready to go and go to the promised land, right?
Yeah.
And then these 12 disciples that were sent, each representing the tribe of Israelite, came back. 10 of them gave a bad report that made everybody hate Moses, Caleb, and Joshua. and they wanted to stone them, saying, "We're not gonna go there," because what that spy said was that we saw the Nephilims, we saw the giants who looked like grasshopper, so they were afraid.
They bring back the grapes, right?
Yeah, well, that was
grapes.
the second time when
Yeah.
they brought the honey, and that was like, oh yeah, definitely we gotta go. But the first time, they were afraid, and because they were afraid, God was like, "I'm gonna kill all of you, bro, except for 2 people. I'm gonna kill all of you."
He's gonna kill at the age of
At the age of, I think it was 20 or 25. I think it was 25.
No,
Anything
I think,
below, anything above 20, I think. I don't know the specific year, but it was at 25 above.
but that's savage though, man.
Yeah, no, yeah.
He's gonna kill everybody.
Yeah, I mean, bro, what are you gonna do with those people who doesn't want? They were stubborn. They were stubborn. So it took 40 years. God just started taking one by one, one by one. Is
The history repeat, man.
yeah, no, it's crazy.
It's still happening now.
It does happen. But I think when I look at that story, what I'm thinking about is the context of personal growth, right?
Yeah.
For example, if you come from a certain background of living, in order for you to live in a different background, you have to stop. You have to no longer think the way you used to think. Like you can't think the way you used to think in high school
No,
and expect the way you thought in high school to succeed in your marriage.
no.
Yeah,
You can't.
yeah.
You gotta adapt.
You gotta adapt, and the adaptability is what I feel like they lacked.
Yeah. Nowadays people are liking that. When I first got married, all I know is like love, right? I never thought about responsibility and all those kind of stuff. So I learned from a mistake, you know, but we grew together as a pair of becoming a parent, and we look back, oh crap, man. Imagine our waiting and then be stubborn. Cause I don't know if you know this about me. I do have a temper, quick temper.
Yeah,
Trust me.
you don't show it with me.
No, I don't show it because I knew how to control it,
Yeah,
but only my wife knew. God knew that Ty is have a short temper.
question: did that show up in marriage, or that showed up? Did you notice it in marriage, or you always knew it was there?
I always knew.
Okay.
You know, it's always there with me. Short temper with my family and all those kind of stuff. But when I'm out there, I feel like freely. But I knew that was not right. You know, that's not right. That's not my true personality. So when I'm with my wife, then we started going on our marriage and all those kind of stuff, having all this kind of responsibility. Crap, man. There's a lot of stuff. And then, but we managed to take one step at a time. That's the only thing we could do, right? If they throw a stone at you at all once, you can only block one stone at that point. So
Yeah.
just do a step at a time. So we adapt to situation that could be even worse, but we adapt it, we manage it
Yeah.
by the grace of God. Bro, I love it, man. I love it whenever I'm in this kind of agony and then short temper, and then my wife was like, "Let me pray for you." Bro, I feel so good.
Hey, you made it in life. You made it in life, bro.
Marrying life, I'm like, what am I even mad about? Like, chill.
Chill.
But yeah, back to that, the Moses story. I think it's just basically a personal growth. And we just need to listen to God, you know. Some people don't listen to God. And then some people even, what's it called? What's the word that I'm going to use? Use God, you know, as like, if you look at Hollywood now, they're using these scription, there are, well, I forgot the word, hurting, you know. They are using all the, I don't know. If you looked at about it, they only attack Christianity, right? They don't attack other religions.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Yeah, right.
Like, if you go to, like, I don't know where I'll be on Instagram and boom, someone in Hollywood mark God, Jesus, and all the Christians are crying on Instagram, TikTok, Twitters, whereas you never hear like them attacking Muslim, them attacking Hinduism. They don't do that. What do you think that is? A Christian getting soft?
Right. I think the way I see it is that like the truth, if you are unwilling to accept the truth, then you're gonna go off about it, you know, just do whatever you want to do. If we look at the prodigal son, you know, I believe when he's about to go out, you know, let's just say a theory, his dad can be like, okay, son, out there is a dangerous place, you know, don't go. His father might say that, but then the way how the Bible describes it, the father gave him half of his stuff, and then you take it, go on about his way. But I think if we don't, the reason why they mock God is, honestly, it's just their mindset, you know. It's just their, they want attention. That's just attention. When they start doing that, they gain a lot of fame, right? You can see they gain a lot of fame, and then a lot of popularity, and then it's easier. It's easier when you mock that, but it's not easier because there's a lot of people in the up there celebrity who turn to God, and then, you know, their popularity go down right away. So I believe, like, you know, the way I say it is, I say God is doing unthinkable stuff, just like how he worked with Paul, and whoever we saw turn into Paul, right? Bro, that story is just so good. I just talk about it in church today.
Yeah,
it's so good, man. The way how I explain, the way how I say it is like, you have to be blind. You have to be blind. If you are blind, then you're able to, whenever you have a new vision, you're able to see a different thing. You know, just like how we're fasting, we let our body die, and then when we get our new body, then we just start doing it. We see a different point of view, different perspective. That's the way how I see it. I don't know why they mock God, but it's their freedom of will. By God, they can be forget.
Hey, God would answer them.
Yeah.
But you know, at the end of the day, I feel like we all have our life to live, and we all have our duty upon this earth to fulfill.
It's not our place to judge, you know.
And it's not a place to judge, yes. And you just do what you need to do. And be the best you can be.
Being the best? What do you mean by that?
By being the best you know.
Yeah.
If you have to obey Jesus in certain areas of your life, then obey Jesus in certain area of your life. Rather than pointing finger at someone. And because I think even, okay, so the context of Christianity based on what Jesus proposed Christians should do is to make other people their disciple, his disciple. You should go out there and make other people a disciple. But most Christians don't do that. Most Christians just go on Sunday, go to church on Sunday, come back home, go to work, and don't even care about God for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Oh yeah.
Until Sunday. Now they remember there is a God out there. Or when something bad happened in their life.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Now Jesus is alive. Pleading the blood of Jesus.
It should be like that, you know.
But that's how most people
are. That's how most common people are.
Yeah. It is very common.
Even me.
Yeah.
You call me the man of God, but I'm still there.
Yeah.
I'm still halfway through. I'm just starting, you know. I don't even it can never be measure up to where he at. It's just the starting point. But the only thing I can do is like start, keep going.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of temptation. It is tough. By showing, by speaking out, it's pretty easy. But by doing it, but if you do it constantly, you will feel differently. There's a study show that people who read Bible, right? People who read, I believe they did a test about 400 people, and then those 400 people, they read Bible every day, and then suddenly their bad attitude, bad habit go down, and then the positive attitude go up. You know, whenever they're around people, they were controlling their temper, and then they were having fun, having a good conversation, and then they see light. You know, the other people just start seeing light in them. So, if God is using it, if we can do anything for God, then why not just do it? You know, He's given us life to live, breathe, to have family, right? And then
To our family.
by saying thank you is not enough if you think about it.
You have to live your life.
Yeah.
So when I ask you the questions about the context of carrying your cross, and one thing that you say was very fascinating, and I think everybody should kind of like adhere to that, is when you're carrying your cross is about doing the things that God wants you to do in your life. And you know, when people think about the context of carrying the cross, it's always about you carrying your burden, you carrying your sin, you carrying all these heavy load things.
No, I can't carry mine.
Yeah, day to day. That's why people, that's why I ask you that, because usually what people think is that, like,
Yeah.
you have to carry your sin, you have to do all this stuff, but I don't think that's what the Bible meant when it said carry your cross. It's more, there's more nuance to it than that. Like, it's more deeper than that. So in that context, what do you think, like, carrying your cross meant?
In that context,
Yeah.
so the way how I really think about it is when you are carrying your cross, like you said, people are misunderstood about carrying their sin, carrying their burden, carrying their whatever, you know, their struggleness. But it's not even about that. It's about giving away. Let Him take it. Let Him carry it for you. Because honestly, we don't have to carry it anymore. He's already taken away and then carry it off. Honestly,
He only died once.
yeah. If we die once, nothing's gonna happen.
You only died once,
But-
bro.
If by me to carry a cross, we have to, because, and then He will never let us struggle through the thing that we could struggle. He would never let us like suffer through the pain that we couldn't take. God knows we have a limit, but we don't. You know, we have a limit. God knows, like, okay, He's able to do that. He know our ability. He knew us, but then us, we don't know ourselves unless we give it to God. You know,
Yeah.
that's how I see it. By carrying your cross, you do the exactly thing what God has commanded us to do, and then put our faith into it. Having faith is tough, man. In this time, because sometimes I just want to be off on my own, like throw everything away, even my cell phone. Just want to be out in the wilderness, think about how life used to be when I was a kid. But what about you? What are your thoughts about that? Like, what would be the good example of carrying a cross? If you have to explain to me as a non-believer.
Oh, as a non-believer,
Yeah.
you're a non-believer, and I
Yeah.
have to explain to you.
Yeah.
So, carrying the cross. So, Jesus Christ, when he hung on the cross, he said it is finished, meaning your sin is finished. Your sin, as in terms when you believe that Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior, you are saved and your sin is no longer
Right.
accounted toward you. It's accounted toward Christ. The cross paid for your sin. So Paul made a fascinating proposition in saying that we have to die daily, right? And dying daily is a representation of dying to our flesh, meaning that there is a communication that happened between your flesh and your spirit. The spirit is the spirit of God, which communicates and tell you, love your neighbor.
Right.
And the flesh is telling you, because your neighbor did this to me, you should revenge. So dying daily is basically listening to what the spirit is saying and not listening to what the flesh is saying. And if you do that every day, then that's not carrying your cross in terms of carrying this burden that I have. No, you are living your life in accordance to the will of God. And I think that's what, for anybody that doesn't really believe in God or believe in God in one way or the other, but they have not fully come in alignment of understanding the full import of what Christianity is. I think at the end of the day, at the course of your day, there should be some form of framework that show you grow or you did not grow.
Right.
Like before you go to sleep, you will know, I grow today or I
no.
did not grow.
You'll feel good about yourself if you grew.
If you grew, you'll feel good about yourself. And
Interesting.
yeah, I started doing that and I write it down.
Yeah.
And trust me, it has helped me. Like I'm telling you, that has helped me because it's bringing things into perspective, because we only living our life. You are busy. I am busy. I am so busy. Life get busy, but if you don't have the time to see if you are growing and monitor yourself, you find yourself 60 years in bed and wondering, what did I do with my life?
Still wonder the same thing every day.
We in our 20s, bro. We thriving. What is the way of Christ?
The way of Christ.
Yeah.
What is the way of Christ? I can honestly, I have to interpret it in Quran first. Because that's how my mindset. Because out of contact here, okay, when I'm at work, when I used to be a trainer, and then they told me to translate in Burmese, which I never learned. I didn't like Burmese. Speaking Burmese, I never learned it. But
You didn't like it or you did not learn it? Which one?
So I didn't. First of all, I didn't like my teacher back in the camp when
But
he taught.
you like the language, just not the teacher.
No, not the language.
Okay.
I didn't want to speak language either.
Okay.
Because it's just the burden that my current people is carrying it because of, the war and the civil war.
Yeah.
I'm heard of it.
Yeah.
But as a Christian, I have to put that aside because God said love your neighbor, so I gotta love my neighbor. So I kind of the way how I translate it is, whenever they speak to me in English, I have to think of Quran, and then think about a word in Burmese. See how that concept?
Yes.
But yeah, just
I think only people who speak multiple language would understand that, because I do speak multiple language.
Exactly, right?
Then what should mean exactly?
You have to go back to the original
before you can convert it to English. Yeah.
But the way of Jesus Christ, right? The way of Jesus Christ, is that the question, right? The way of Jesus Christ. There's only one way, honestly, where he said, John 14:6, I am the way, the light, the truth, right? No one go to the Father but through me, right? So from that perspective, biblical word is, I believe that if you want to be safe, if you want to live your life the fullest, the simplest thing to do is follow God. Live how he lived. Love how he loved. Serve how he served. the simplest thing to do is to follow the way of Jesus Christ. That's my point of view. Does that make sense?
That make a lot of sense.
Yeah. I just like to keep it simple because I don't like to exaggerate things. If I am exaggerating.
So in the beginning, God.
Yeah, in the beginning, God created heaven and earth. That's it. If you understand, you shall understand.
You shall understand. What about for that one who don't believe in God? They don't think God exists at all. They're atheists, or they are Hinduism, or they don't believe in your God.
Mm.
What about those people?
What about those people? I would say, well, you know what? Funny thing is, I asked one of my uncle. He doesn't believe in it. So I asked him, after you die, where would you go? He was like, I become an insect.
You become a what?
Insect.
Insect.
And then
Nice.
after insect, I become an animal.
Okay.
And then after animal,
So he will
I
reincarnate.
become a ghost.
Okay.
So the funny thing is, he does believe in afterlife. But the question that you are asking me is, what about the people that don't believe in it? I said, do you want to live eternally? Or do you want to not live eternally? Either way, you're going to have to live in hell or heaven, you know? I'd rather go up to heaven than hell. Simple thing.
Have you ever heard of that where anyone that will be in hell want to be in hell?
No.
No? Never mind.
But I do heard of people, I do heard where this guy was asking people around, do you want to go to heaven and hell? Do you think what you do right now is pleasing God? You know? But then the answer is that, because they are so arrogant about their will of freedom, so they choose to go to hell. But they never ever face what's in hell. You know, they never have experienced before. Just like the Lazarus and the rich man, right? He want to drink water. There's no water. Imagine that. We couldn't like touch the fire for a minute or two, just a second. Then imagine how hot could it be.
Yeah.
I rather want to. I would explain to them like, you got that. Two choice. Which one you want to go?
I want to go live with Jesus.
Yep.
Heaven sounds way better.
Sounds way better.
What's one thing that you think will be in heaven that you'll be like, wow, I did not think that would be in heaven?
Oh. One thing. Just one thing?
Just one thing.
Seeing the true face of God.
Oh, that one you will know. That one you will know, bro. Talking about one thing, like maybe you find advanced AI in heaven. Advanced ChatGPT. Maybe a flying car. Gold City. You know how they describe it? Gold City.
The way I see it is, I like from me, because when I was a kid, okay, when I was a kid, I watched all those movies, fiction story, fiction character, right? They have all these superpower, but then when they came across their enemy, the enemy have greater power, but then they have to reach another level to have greater power, right? And then I realized that the person who created this story has no end to it. He can go on and on and on and on and on forever, right? But in Revelation, he said, God is the Omega and the Alpha, right? The beginning and the end, right? So I realized, if that fiction character can do that, have to go one by one, I'd rather reach from the top, then be called a child of God, then waited for his comeback. I'd rather aim straight from the top.
Makes sense. Rather just go all the way in.
Yeah, rather than because basically, if you think about it, simple fact, very very simple. He died, he rose, and we believe, and we are here, you know.
Yeah,
Simple. It's very simple. If like for me, whenever I think about the joy of life, the joy of life is being able to live and being able to talk about God. That's the joy of life. Being able to teach people about God, being able to express, think about what God has done in my life, be thankful about it. That's the joy of life.
You're a great man.
Great, get to share things about my family. You know, that's the fun part.
That is fun. I like the podcast you did.
Yeah.
You and your wife.
She wanted to come, but she couldn't. And we might expect another one.
Might have to. I think she wanted to eat the fufu.
Yeah, she doesn't want to eat the fufu.
Yeah, we got the fufu up there. You know what's crazy? I thought she's gonna come, so I told my younger sister to make it for her. Yeah, the reason why we have it today is because I thought she's gonna come. Yeah,
yeah, she didn't.
I didn't want to tell you. I wanted to surprise her.
But we got in the house, BB already eat it.
Already having fun, bro.
Yeah, but it's all good next time for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think we should end it there.
Yep.
Thank you for coming. Guys, if you had listened to our podcast, this is one of those conversations where it's like when you get into it and start listening, you're asking yourself, maybe I intrude in their conversations. But that's the point of it. This is the Elevate Podcast. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. If you have a comment down below, please comment below. I know the trajectory of this podcast that I'm taking on is more of getting insight about the technique which allow you to elevate, not just spiritually, not just physically, mentally, financially, but it's also every spheres of life, and that including spiritually. And if you don't believe in God, just listen to what we have to say. If you have something to say, leave a comment. I like comments. I read comments. I will comment back with an answer, or I'll do a video on Monday and just expanding on that. So we have another episode coming up soon, and more video coming on Monday. We have a Monday video coming out, and we have another video coming out on Friday. And yeah, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
Peace.
Peace out.